Hey, bud. Why don't you just stay right there, champ? We need to talk about something really important, and that is that you should stop finishing games. Now, I don't mean actively choose to just stop in the middle of playing a game that you're enjoying, or right before you get to the final boss battle or the climax of the game, you just choose to eject it, uninstall it, and never look at it again. I mean, you need to stop finishing games that you're not enjoying. You got to remember that video games are intended to be fun and enjoyable. So if you're playing a game that takes 100, 200 hours to finish, and you might be 10, 20, 30 hours into it, and your enjoyment kind of starts to dwindle, there's not really a reason for you to play another 100 hours of this game just to say you completed it if you're not going to enjoy those 100 hours. I absolutely love Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Valhalla, and I've started up Odyssey at least 2 or 3 different times, and each time I've played a little bit more than I did before, but I've not yet completed that game, and I absolutely love it. Like, I probably played maybe 25 hours in my most recent playthrough, and I kind of just stopped playing it one day. Now, yes, my ADHD may be a culprit in this, but it's not that I think the game is bad or that it's unfinishable or unplayable. I just kind of got out of it what I wanted and kind of just moved on to the next game. And there's nothing wrong with not finishing a game. I feel like there's this really weird, I don't know, stigma, or people feel like if they don't complete a game or platinum it, then they didn't really get their entire experience out of it. And there are some people, like my good buddy Adam, who I do my quick load podcast and quick play videos with, so you should go check that out as well. There'll be a link down description for that. But if he spends a certain amount of money on a game, he needs to get $1 for every hour. So his justification for spending now $70 on a game is he needs to get at least 70 hours out of that game. And again, that's not an invalid way to look at it. Even if you don't necessarily enjoy the game, if you really feel like you need to get your money's worth out of it and that's your reason, that's still a reason. But if you're just not enjoying yourself while playing a game, stop wasting time and go play something you're going to enjoy. And we're probably at the best time to be having this conversation because games are absolutely obsessed with being these massive, vast, open world, 300, 400 hours to play and finish and in order to get everything. And that's cool. And there's definitely going to be people out there that are going to enjoy that. Like I said, I love Assassin's Creed Odyssey. In fact, our dog's name is Argos, who was the loyal dog of Odysseus. We didn't name him after Odyssey, but we named him after the myth that game is based off. So I really enjoy all of that, and the fact that you're in this really cool historical time and all that fun stuff. But after about 25 hours, I kind of just moved on, and I might come back to it and either finish it or just start fresh again, depending on how long it's been. But that's kind of all I need out of it. I've gotten what I want out of that game. It also doesn't help that I definitely didn't pay full price for that game, so there's definitely a bit of justification for people who spend a lot, like $70 on a game, and really want to get their juices out of it. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. That's not an invalid way to play games. I just think that too many people just spend a lot of time playing games they don't even enjoy. A lot of people, especially with the new Call of Duty Black Ops 6 coming up, people are complaining about it already, and whether the game is good or not, that's not what this is about. But there's going to be people that are going to love to complain about Call of Duty like they do every single year, but they're still going to put a countless amount of hours into that game unnecessarily. If you don't like the game, then don't play the game. Go play something you're going to enjoy. Go play an older Call of Duty. Like, you can still go play Black Ops 4 probably, and there's probably still people playing it. I think a big reason why I've been thinking about this for a while and that it's kind of at the forefront of my brain is because I'm 27, turning 28 next year, so I'm old-ish. I'm way out of high school, very obviously. I'm getting married in October, so a month from now. I have a dog, you know, a full-time job, a bunch of stuff that I'm doing all the time between my band, which is called Aorta. You should go check us out. We have 2 songs out right now and an EP coming soon. Between Quick Load, which is the other YouTube channel that I do, there's just a lot that I do, and I feel like if I'm going to spend time doing something that I enjoy, that I should enjoy it. The allegory that I've kind of come up with is if you go to a restaurant or just at home and you're eating dinner or lunch, breakfast, whichever one you want, and the food's not really good, once you're full, you're not going to keep eating. You might even stop before you're full because the food's not good. But if you get full, but the food is so good that you just keep eating and then you're just way too full and you're like, that was way too much, but it tasted really good, so it was super worth it. That is kind of video games. If you're playing a game and you're not really having fun with it, then why are you going to keep playing? Why are you going to get full when you could go somewhere else and get full on something else? Or if you do get full and you're like, oh, I just haven't had enough and I need more, then you're going to get the DLC. You're going to get all the extra stuff. You're going to play the game as much as you can. You might platinum it, get all of the different achievements. So it really depends on what you want out of the game, and just any game. And I think right now, especially with a lot of AAA games coming out and just shitting the bed or sucking or having issues right off the bat, there's so many other indie games out there that are going to be much smaller, much more bite-sized, that you also might enjoy. And I think this is also a great opportunity to be looking at, you know, indie developers and indie titles over just $70 AAA games that you might get a couple hours out of, if any. The one convenient part of what I like to call the sub-apocalypse, where everything's a fucking subscription model now, is we have Game Pass, we have PlayStation Plus. Game Pass works on PC. There's EA Play, Ubisoft Play. I don't know what the fuck they're called, but basically, chances are, if you have a console, you probably either have Game Pass or PlayStation Plus. That's kind of a requirement to play online. So if you already have those and you're playing something you're not a fan of, just get off, go look at Game Pass or PlayStation Plus, download something else, try something else. A lot of them will even let you stream the game before you have to wait to download to see if it's worth it. So we're in such a great position to be very picky with what we want to play and what we want to spend our time with. And especially now that I'm, you know, in my older upper 20s, round in my 30s here soon, you know, I got to be very particular about the time I spend playing games, and I don't want to play something I'm not going to enjoy. So I guess I just figured that this would be a fun thing to talk about, because I think there's not enough of a conversation around this, because I think everyone's just kind of been content with spending $70 on a game they might get a couple hours out of and either never look back or what have you, or people are just drudging through a game, so by the time you finish the game, you fucking hate it, even if it's something that you probably really enjoyed at the beginning. And yeah, there's definitely valid criticism to have when games, you know, can get really repetitive or boring or suck. And I'm not saying that this is an excuse for games that have those issues. I'm just saying, don't waste your time on something you're not gonna enjoy. Just play the stuff you want. Go back, which is what I've been doing, and play a lot of 360 games or PlayStation 3 games that you enjoyed. I probably replay games that I grew up playing through high school more than I play new games. Now, granted, we've been blessed this September 2024. Space Marine 2 just came out, and it's fucking incredible. I've been playing the shit out of it. We're about to get the Dead Rising remaster, deluxe remaster, which also looks like it's going to be really good. I didn't play Lollipop Chainsaw in high school, but I know that that is also getting a remaster. Hopefully, we're going to get an RE5 remake around the corner as well. Black Ops 6, I'm really enjoying the beta, so that's going to be a lot of fun when it comes out. So I feel like we've kind of been in such a slow drudge of games that kind of sucked or weren't worth playing or picking up. And now out of nowhere, we're being flooded with all these really good options and titles. And it's a weird time because I get married next month, and Black Ops 6 comes out on our wedding's eve. So I know we're supposed to have a wedding rehearsal, but I might just go and play Black Ops 6 with the boys at the hotel room. So don't tell Brianna, but yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to listen to me rant and talk about things that I probably love more than you should. Definitely go check out Quickload, our other YouTube channel that I do all my stuff with Adam. We're playing through games. We review movies and games under Fart House. So we do that over there. I also have a band called Aorta. We have 2 songs out and we're working on an EP. So if you like metal music, you should go check us out over there. I also have a Letterboxd. It's I Am Weed. I'll also link that below. So if you are interested in what I'm watching and my reviews on movies and stuff, which is what I have a degree in, definitely go check those out as well. And I also have a brand called Sheep Threads that I plan on putting out some more t-shirts and hoodies later this year. So if you're also interested in that, that will also be in the description. These are all shameless plugs. But anyway, before I ramble on too much, thank you so much for watching. Again, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to listen to me ramble about stuff. And I realize now that I don't have a hat on me to end this video. So I'm gonna take this one to wrap this up. Thank you.